Okay, so the Trump watch. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Where you go? Where you go? Okay, but CNN's investigation traces the watch's origin to a shopping center in remote Sheridan, Wyoming. This is their headquarters. The Best Watches on Earth, LLC. The company behind the timepieces is based in Sheridan, Wyoming, in a strip mall in the middle of nowhere. There's no indication that a watch company is even located in the building listed at the address. Only a daycare, an H&R Block, a Wendy's, a vape shop. There are tons and tons of malls around the world or the U.S. that not necessarily abandoned, but they're not malls anymore in the traditional sense. There's no Macy's, there's no anchor stores, there's no, all that stuff. They got little bitty shops in them now. Not shops, but businesses. A daycare, a vape shop. Always got a tax place in there, that type of thing. And so there's an H&R Block, a daycare, a Wendy's. These are the neighbors in a vape shop. So that's all that's out there. These are the neighbors, the daycare is inside the shopping center, and the neighbors are the H&R Block, the Wendy's, and the vape shop. So you go to this place, and the only other thing in this mysterious building in the middle of Sheridan is a daycare. Not the Best Watches on Earth, LLC. So CNN also could not find the people behind the company because the business's location allows it to be legally hid. That in particular location, you can hide the identity of who owns those businesses. CNN couldn't find the people behind the company either because the business's locations allow it to be legally hid those details from the public. The news network found that knocking on the door of the business's supposed address didn't answer those questions either. Interestingly, the limited liability corporation behind Trump's infamous gold sneakers is also based at this location. Along with a bunch of other random businesses, says CNN. I got this on thenewrepublic.com. Is also based along with other random businesses. The watch company was registered on July 29th, only 2 months before Trump announced the watch line. A lobbying firm that represents Montenegro's government is also based at the Wyoming address. A lobbying firm that represents a foreign government is based in that same address. Along with a company, Kingdom Honey LLC, that sells male enhancement honey products. What the? I don't know why I thought that was funny. That the Food and Drug Administration warned people against consuming. Curiously, the honey venture also goes by the best honey on earth. Notice the similarity. On its online retail store, CNN could not find a direct connection between the honey venture and Trump, although it did reach a spokesperson for Kingdom Honey, who called it a highly reputable company. Of course you would. I've heard that's your indication right there that it's not. Okay, this is, in all of my years of retail and dealing with telemarketers, the one thing that the scammers say all the time is we are a highly reputable company and you are highly full of garbage. Very much so. Okay. Will this Trump watch turn out to be a bigger deal than it is, as in legally speaking? All of this cloak and dagger, will this turn out to be a bad thing for him legally? Two of Swords. So let's see. Will it turn out to be a bad thing for him legally speaking? The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, chaos ensues. This is also this is almost like a burn everything, get out of town fast type of thing. I think it will indeed create a legal problem for him. There is some jeopardy around this. It's very cagey, very dodgy though, so I don't think anything big happens for a while. Months. Because it is hard to get any details. The Knight of Swords is not a detailed card. It's a reaction. And so, let's say for instance that some unsuspecting person, because who has $100,000 to buy this? Not his average MAGA rally goer, right? But let's say a person does order a Trump watch for, there's some for 500s, for $500 to $100,000. Let's say somebody did get one. They don't exist, if you ask me, because the website or whatever the press release was saying is you might not get it, and it may not look like this. And so basically they got a bag of watches sitting on the ground. They'll pick one out and send it to you. It could be anything. It probably has Mickey Mouse hands on it or something. So for me, it seems as though it becomes a problem when it becomes a problem for someone out there. They then may do the whole 5 on your side and the investigating report, that whole thing, to where the Consumer Reporters get into this. But somebody's already looking into this, as you've seen with the CNN article. They've traced all these little weird companies to the same address. But this becomes a reaction, and then it becomes a problem. And so there's something that's going to go down to make this a bigger deal. The 8 of Wands, yeah. There's conversation. 8 of Wands is conversation, talking. The Knight of Swords is also a mental thing which sort of governs your conversation, from throat chakra to head chakra type thing. And so there is some sort of conversation that is had. A lot of hemming and hawing, like and I don't know, and no comment, and speak to my attorney, and there's a lot of that coming, a whole lot of that, because again, this is a reaction. So it's like it exploded, and then now you have to deal with the fallout. The Emperor, yeah. This drags other people into this too. There's an air sign man. It's not Donald Trump. He gets drug into this too. Very erratic person, but yeah, there's a lot coming. There's the Hierophant. Yeah, there's a lot coming. Whoever this foreign person is, the lobbying firm in Montenegro, there's something wrong there too. There's a man here whose sons are also involved, and it's not Donald Trump, too. His sons are involved as well. The Six of Pentacles. Gifts. This is not a watch. It's a gift, if you get what I'm saying. There is money that is given to Donald Trump. Basically. To buy influence. To buy fame. He's not the president. I don't know if you didn't know that or not. But there's like money and influence. They're trying to, they're without the pack and all that stuff. This is direct in-pocket type thing. This is a gift. It's going to be exposed, though. Two of Swords comes back again. This person's in a lot of trouble. This man with the two sons, he's in a lot of trouble. It's always the other people, isn't it? Nine of Swords, very worried, very stressed. Of course you are, because that's what happens with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, again, is a reaction. And when you are in a position where you don't know exactly what it is you're going to do next, it starts the stress, it starts the worry, because it starts the what ifs. What if I don't do this? What if I don't do that? Will that happen? Will this happen? Will that happen? All these people. Donald Trump ain't in here yet, keep in mind. But this is like the orbit. Because of course it is. It's how it happens. Six of Swords. Deck chooses the reading. Beware of the moving vans. There's nobody there, I don't think. I don't know. I didn't read on that, but beware of the moving vans. Beware of what else is there. That's where some of the problems coming at too. The best watches on Earth LLC, the best honey products on Earth LLC, the best all this little cagey stuff. If you wouldn't have put it all in one place, then, you know, maybe nobody would have cared, but you care because you can hide. Something gets exposed, though. Because there's a reaction, and then there's a conversation. Harsh words as well. Because somebody is flustered, stammering. Mind you, it reminds me, I was working at a store, and the manager, I don't know what she was involved in, but somebody kept calling over and over and over and over again, and she just kept hanging up and hanging up and hanging up, and you know, she said she was going to make a run to the bank or whatever, and if this thing calls, just hang up, because they keep harassing her about tickets, like lottery tickets or something that she was supposed to buy, and they can sell her, and I don't know. It was a whole scam. And I'm like, give me the phone. If anybody can annoy a person, I know how to do that. Okay, I've been in retail for a very long time. I know what I'm doing. I got on the phone by the end of that conversation, because he told me at the beginning that they are a very reputable company. Just like this fool here said in the article about the honey products. Very reputable company. That's what that child told me on the phone. By the end of that conversation, do you know he was cussing me out? He called me everything. Right there at work, I'm on the phone, he just blaring away. And the two people I was working with, they just looking, because they could hear he was going off. I mean, off. You got to write one today. You want to be annoying on the telephone? I know how to do that. Judgment. There's a precedent. This has happened before. And yes, there will be a announcement or a call to action or something. This also may come from some sort of attorneys general. Maybe not a federal one, but you'll see an announcement of some sort or hear about it, at least read about it from somebody. This is a ways off, mind you. A couple months, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, but this is a ways off. King of Wands. There's some dudes. Now there's 4. There's 4. At least. So this is all gifts. Will this be legal trouble? Yes. Will it be legal trouble for the Dawn? Eventually. Because it's a scam. We shall see.